What's going on YouTube, Ferocity? I hope you guys are doing well. Back when they announced that XDefiant was going to release so soon after its second server test session, many, including myself, wondered if the netcode and the hit registration was going to be improved enough for this game to succeed. And unfortunately, from what I've seen across this community, it is not. The general consensus about this game right now is that the netcode and the hit registration are broken. And this is exactly what XDefiant needed to avoid. I understand the want and the need to release this game as soon as possible from Ubisoft. But not like this. Not with all of the BS I'm seeing over on Reddit, over on Twitter. It's not just people complaining for the sake of complaining. They are showing real evidence, showcasing exactly how the game is screwing them over. And that's not really fair. Now is it? Despite of what you might be experiencing personally, what I will tell you is this. My experience has been pretty darn good. There have been issues here and there, but all in all, I've had a good experience. But it seems as if I'm in the minority. It seems as if I'm one of those people that is just lucked out. And I'll admit that. And I will fight for those who are facing bad netcode, that are facing bad hit registration. Now, some of it, let's be honest here, is a skill issue. Stuff like dying around corners, that's not a skill issue. That is a netcode issue. That is a lag compensation issue. That is what I fear. Because if that's the situation we're in, there's nothing anybody can do. We just have to wait on Ubisoft and hope that they can fix the problem. Because they have a great game here. I've witnessed it myself. Like I said, my game has been running pretty optimally for what I've been doing so far. I haven't had that many issues. But I'm seeing it spread across this community, and I can't just put the blinders on, my rose-colored glasses, and pretend there's not red flags everywhere, and pretend that this is just somebody's isolated experience. No, this is happening to people in the community, and I have a voice in this community, and I'm going to shout it from the rooftops. Ubisoft, Mark Rubin, everybody working on the XDefiant team, fix your netcode. Make it more consistent across the board for everyone. That's the issue. Everybody should have the same experience. It shouldn't just be a pocket here and a pocket there and this person or this person. Everybody should have the same experience. The game is good. The game is fun. It feels like a nice deviation away from what we've been getting for years and years and years in this genre, but also feels familiar enough that it doesn't have this large learning curve. Please let your game succeed on the back of what you've created instead of letting it fail because of bad netcode and hit registration. This should be their number one priority. I do not care about anything else. Sure, I'd love to see some weapon balancing. Sure, I'd love for the menus to be skippable when you launch the game. I'd love this game to be on Steam. All of these things I think are important to this game's success, except maybe the intro thing. But right now, if I was a developer over at Ubisoft, I'd be putting everything else aside and focusing on getting the netcode right. Because if you get the netcode right, and you get hit registration to be crispy smooth for everyone, this game is going to succeed. It is going to be awesome. Because it shows, right? This game did not start off well with its launch. What, the first 4 or 5 hours, people couldn't play it. And here we are, 2 days later, people didn't let that affect them. They still hopped in. They still gave this game a chance. They're still playing it. And even with all of the issues, the netcode problems, the hit registration problems, people are playing this game because they want to. They want to enjoy it. It's very rare that games have this type of opportunity for people to look past their flaws and still want to play this game as much as possible. This is a rare situation, and it is up to those over at Ubisoft and XDefiant to fix the problem. Identify it, fix it, even if it's a long-term fix, if you can have marginal successes over the next 3, 4, 5 months so that more and more players can get that consistent experience that so many of us in the minority are having right now, it would be great. I think that's how this game needs to succeed. Because if people are constantly fighting the netcode, fighting bad hit registration, they're going to put the game away. And this game does not deserve to just fade away into the shadows. It should be at the forefront of this genre. It should be on everyone's mind as something that can help make this space better. I've said it from the get-go. I don't look at XDefiant as a COD killer. I look at it as something that will help motivate Call of Duty to be better. It'll be a strong competitor for Call of Duty. That's what this game has the potential to be. It's up to Ubisoft now to figure it out. And honestly, I hope as the days go by, as the weeks go by, as the months go by, we see less and less about people complaining about the netcode and hit registration, and instead focusing their energy on the fact that the intros aren't skippable when you launch the game. The game isn't on Steam. The weapons need to be balanced. You know, the real issues with this game. Obviously, I'm joking about the intros thing. Like, I'm seeing that spread across the XDefiant subreddit, and I think it's the biggest first world problem I've ever seen. Oh no, the game takes too long to load up. Wah! At least it doesn't say upload requires restart, and you have to restart the game all up again. Nonetheless, I would like to see this game on Steam. That is a real one. Like, this game, if it goes on Steam, will really succeed. But nonetheless, the point of the video today isn't to say that my experience has sucked, because it hasn't. And it's not to say your experience has sucked, because it might not have. But there are many in this community who are experiencing a very unfun time with XDefiant. And we shouldn't be trying to shame those people, or shun them, or shadow ban them. We should let that conversation come to the forefront and say, hey, Ubisoft, Mark Rubin, those over working on XDefiant, what the hell, man? My game is fine. Why isn't theirs? Help them out. Help make sure that this game is as good as it is for us, for everyone. I don't want to keep this experience to myself. I want it for you and you and you and you. I want it to be that Oprah meme, for crying out loud, where everybody hops on and has that same experience that I have. Yes, there's issues intermittently, but it's so rare that I have connection issues or hit reg issues that I don't sit there and complain, because I'm having a blast. But situations that I'm seeing across Reddit and over on Twitter, those would make me straight up mad. They'd make me throw a controller, because players don't deserve to be dying around corners when it's not their fault. The situation they're put in is not their fault. It is the game's fault. So I'm hoping that we can make some progress here. I'm hoping that this game actually takes this stuff seriously and decides to prioritize it, because it's going to mean the difference between failing and succeeding. But that's it for my video today, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Are you one of the players experiencing the netcode problems? If so, what's the issue? Are you still able to have fun despite the issues? And if you're somebody that's not having them, like me, do you have any sympathy for those who do have the issues? Would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.